take a few minutes to just ask a few questions, Tyrone, because people have some questions about why we did this and what we're doing. So I think we'll start with, Tyrone, I know you moved from a 4,000 square foot house in the suburbs. So why did you move into a tiny house?
Well, it really was Shantae's desire to move into a tiny house. She started watching the shows. Even before the shows, I guess she caught interest, and it was just growing interest, and she just kept the buzz in my ear. So once my children graduated high school and we became empty nesters, it's something that I then began to look at, and it actually made sense financially from a financial standpoint. Plus, being an empty nester and getting a chance to really reconnect with my wife and get to do something different all over again.
So, Tyrone, we know it wasn't all pie in the sky. This is a big adjustment. So what have been some of the challenges moving into a tiny house?
Some of the challenges, well, first off, this is an RV, which is disguised as a tiny house. I'm not an RVer, I'm not a camper. So things such as septic systems, propane tanks, hitches, leveling, this was all foreign to me. So these were things I quickly had to pick up on and figure out how it works. But then once you get past that, it's not so bad. It's not rocket science. It's just a different way of thinking. Whether you're going to do things in a bigger community, such as your standard home, which has its own challenges. This too has its challenges, but once you overcome them, not so bad.
About challenges, what about some of the unexpected? What did you not expect once you finally got into this?
Well, things that I didn't expect were actually a surprise to me. First off, I have an opportunity to live close to my daughter. She's now my neighbor, which is an unexpected gift to me. Some of the things that weren't expected was kind of expected. Things such as snakes in the yard. We're in a rural area. Of course, there's gonna be snakes, but when you see it, it's a surprise every time. To see a snake. Other things, fires at night. Here in the rural area, people are able to burn their leaves. Some cases, things other than leaves. So you may crack your windows, get a fresh breeze coming through your house, and then all of a sudden you smell the next door neighbor's fire. They're burning leaves or barbecuing. So these are some of the things that are unexpected.
Okay, before we let you go, Tyrone, you gotta tell us, what'd you do with all your stuff, man?
I had to let it go. We can compare this to a monkey in a barrel. A monkey will put his fist on the fruit, and he just can't get his fist out that hole until he lets it go, and he's able to release his hand from the barrel. In a way, it was like that with my stuff. I had to let it go. And of course, we tend to value things more than what it's worth. And I come to realize that the things I had, people didn't value it the same way I valued it. And it was hard letting things go that cost me a lot to pay for it, and letting it go kind of dirt cheap. But in the end, after 4 years, there's no looking back. I don't miss those things. Really, those things were really just junk. Let the junk go and reap the benefits of having other things.
So is there anything else you'd like to share with the family?
Sure. First off, I hope everyone's doing well. These are challenging times. We have the coronavirus, of course, but we know this is going to change a lot of things economically. So hopefully me sharing this with you will give you another way of thinking about how you can live differently. This really helped me to become very financially independent. My cost of living is very low compared to living in the suburb. We have to pay HOAs or other things, property taxes. So in these challenging times, don't sleep on staying in an RV or a tiny house. There's people doing it. You can find them online. MissSoulGypsyKing.com, Meet the Bushes, and there's a plethora amount of websites where you can see families actually living this lifestyle. So I just challenge you to go out and research this for yourself. It may work for you, it may not, but don't sleep on this opportunity.